We are counting down to the holidays, and with that comes a lot of deals and savings.
It sure does, but it also comes with tradition, which we all love. Today, Holiday Junction, featuring the Duke Energy Holiday Trains, is rolling back into Union Terminal.
It is the 77th season. We got a preview of this year's display before Santa arrives to this winter wonderland.
Hi, welcome to Cincinnati Museum Center. We're here inside Holiday Junction featuring the Duke Energy Holiday Trains, which is a Cincinnati holiday tradition since 1946. What better place to have a layout like this than a historic train station? Union Terminal is a National Historic Landmark. It opened in 1933. The Duke Energy Trains became a Cincinnati tradition in 1946, so they're kind of the same era. So bringing the trains into this building, into this space, just feels right. It feels like it fits. The Duke Energy Trains came here in 2011, but Holiday Junction has been something we've been doing here since the mid-1990s. So we combined the two. Each had a little bit of history already built in. Obviously, the Duke Trains had, by that point, 60+ years of history. Now, the Duke Trains are 77 years old, still running. So think of the number of generations that have seen it or continue to come and bonding over these historic trains at the holiday season every year. So between Holiday Junction and Brickopolis, which is our little Lego metropolis, there are 8 train layouts in the galleries for people to see, and those span from 1904, which is one of the very first electric toy trains ever built. And it was built here in Cincinnati all the way up to the 2010s with the Lego trains. So everywhere in between, different scales. One is a Z scale. So if anyone remembers Micro Machines, essentially it's a Micro Machines train all the way up to the bigger gauges like Garden Railway and things like that. For me this year, what I think is really interesting we have a lot of classic toys in cases throughout the gallery, and it's a lot of fun to relive your childhood because you look at it, and if you didn't have it, your brother had it, your sister had it, a neighbor or a friend from school had it, and so you recognize all these things, and you see things next to each other that don't make a lot of sense, but they're all childhood nostalgia. So you have a classic Super Soaker next to a pair of ice skates from the early 1900s that you tied to your shoes. And you're completely different ends of the spectrum, but you're looking at what is this time of year like throughout the generations. Holiday Junction is free for Cincinnati Museum Center members, and it's just $10 on its own, or you can add it on to any other museum experience for just $5.